Page 12, Lovely Minka. Here they are introducing melody in the left hand for a change. And you'll notice, yes, throughout this piece, the right hand just has these accompaniment chords. So when you bring out the melody, you're going to bring out the left hand. Now it's easier to bring out the melody when they're low notes because the low notes tend to want to come out anyway. So here it's... That's what we want to hear throughout this piece. The other hand is just staccato chords. They're also introducing a basso marcato. It simply means emphasize the bass. Marcato is emphasize. Generally a marcato mark in music is a little upwards arrow. That's over a note. I think they can be under notes too, but usually it's over a note. That's a marcato. It's a strong accent is what it is. So when they have these words in here at the beginning of this, basso marcato, you see them between the staves, simply means bring out the bass. Well, the bass is melody anyway, you're going to do it anyway, and because it's bass, it wants to come out by itself. So we don't have to make any effort to bring it out. It's going to happen. As far as the musical form goes, they're pointing it out. You have an A, A1, B, and an A1. So what's that about? Well, they have them labeled in the music. The first line is A, that's your musical statement. That's the first musical statement of the piece. Every piece has an A, like it or not. Then in the second line is a restatement of A that's a little different. So they call it an A1. Then third line is a different musical statement, so that's a B. And then the fourth line is a restatement of the second line, so they call it an A1 again. In the right hand, as I said earlier, you just simply have these. They're saying 1 and 3. It's up to you. I don't care what fingers you use, just get them down. You use a little wrist staccato, and you're coming down on them and up right quick. Bounce off the keys, basically. It's not real soft because the left hand is going to be kind of loud, not really. Keep it under the left hand, which should not be a problem. You get to the last measure, the second line, those are not staccato, so hang on to them, connect them, all right? And then the same thing in the last measure, those in the right hand, those are not staccato. Left hand gets all the work here. You're starting out with second finger. Second measure, watch the fingering. 1, 2, 1, 2. In the last measure, it's 1, 2, 3. Second line, second measure, bring the thumb up. Thumb up for the A. Try and get where you can do this without looking at the keyboard. It's kind of important. You need to be able to feel where these notes are. So try and reach that A without looking down. You may have to look down at first, but eventually you want to be able to do that without looking down. Now the phrasing wise, again, they're back to their 2 measure phrases. I would prefer you combine those and make them into 4 measure phrases. Make each line a separate phrase, so it's here. Almost combine the first 2 lines together into one phrase. Keep in mind the accidentals. Second line, third measure, or fourth line, third measure. They're the same. You have a C sharp. This is a left hand. E, A, and then that last note, that is a C sharp again, because the accidental applies to the whole measure. It's like at the beginning. You have a D and a C sharp. Well, the last note is also a C sharp because the accidental applies to the whole measure. You may have a little trouble putting the hands together here because the right hand is playing on the weak beats of the measure, 2 and 4. So it's 1, 2. Tendency is to want to play on 1 and 3, and instead you got to play on 2 and 4. Call it the off beats or the upbeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Feels weird, all right? But welcome to piano playing. Now, common time, 4/4 time. I'll give us 4 counts. Let's try it together. It's supposed to be a really fast piece. We're going to go really slow. You can go fast on your own, but don't take it any faster than you can control. Those quarter notes need to be even. All right. So if you're not playing them even, you're going too fast. 1, 2, ready, go.